What's up, guys? I'm pretty sure you've heard about this new crime that happened over the weekend. And it's so fresh, it's so new that it's still under investigation. Some details came out and they're pretty disturbing in my account. And I feel there's a lot of suspicious things that are going to make this case very dragged out. And it's going to take a very long time for them to process and sentence all the people that I feel that are eventually going to be held responsible for the killing of a 4-year-old boy. After reading the things that have came out and everything, I feel like the mom has a lot to do with the killing of Cash Gernon. And she's not the bio mom. She was like in their life for 2 years. So I'm gonna talk about all the suspicious things that have happened so far, and you will agree with me by the end of this video because I feel like she is an accomplice or she hired Darian Brown to do the murder. Here are all the reasons why I believe she hired Darian. I keep thinking about the surveillance video that shows Darian over the twins' bed watching them, and it's crazy that looking at the room, let's start off by just looking at the pictures of the room that they've shared. The twins lived in a very horrible conditions. You could tell they're not wealthy, and I feel really bad for those kids that lived in there. I don't know if Cash's brother is still there, the other twin. I don't know if he's been taken somewhere else. I don't know where he's living right now, but if he's still living in that room, I feel really bad for the brother because it was filthy. It did not look like a kid's room. It looked really trashy, and I feel bad. Why would the mom? Okay, so the surveillance video is pointing directly at the bed, and the owner of the house, the mom, she said that they bought the security videos, or they set up the cameras because there's been burglaries around the house. But honestly, who would want to go and rob that room specifically? I feel like they did it on purpose to say, hey, this guy came in, stole both of the boys, and killed them. Here's a video, here's the proof. I feel like it was a setup that they hired Darian to do the murder, because in this house there was the woman, the mom, and she has 6 other kids, and those kids are not kids, they're teenagers, they're older. So you're gonna tell me that all those 6 other people were asleep? If I remember correctly, whenever I was like 14, 15, 18, I never slept during the night. I was always up, and you're telling me that none of those 7 people heard anything, someone coming in that house? Because Darian, he was familiar with them. He knew the mom. The mom had seen him in her house, and Darian actually went to high school with one of her sons. Her son's 18 now. He actually came out on the news. So they were familiar with him, and he was already in the house, and why would he decide to come and kidnap them and murder those kids? I feel it's very suspicious, even though Darian has a criminal past, but he's 18, so he's still a young guy, and I don't think, like, why would it come up in his head to specifically target these 2 twins? So remember the fact that these 2 twin boys, their dad just left them there in the care of this woman in this filthy room, and he left because he was scared to go to jail. So he disappeared on them. The twins and the dad moved in with the girlfriend into this house in February, and by March the dad disappeared, and 3 months later one of the twins died. Obviously the guy's not sending them money to support the 2 twins, and the lady got stressed. I mean, it's COVID time. Nobody really has extra money, and especially looking at the conditions of the house. I feel like she was struggling with money, and so she decided, she's like, I don't want to feed these 2 mouths, so let me get rid of them. And then her son was like, oh, I know a guy that can help us get rid of them. And so I feel like they hired Darian to murder the kids, and then there you go. Which is really dumb. Like, why would you do that? Why would you hire someone to kill the kids? You could have just surrendered them to child services and called them up and been like, hey, I have these 2 kids here, their dad disappeared, I don't have money to take care of them. There you go. Because if you look at the pictures, the kids don't look evil, they don't look bad. Because I've seen kids, just by looking at them, they kind of look like they're gonna be trouble, right? But these 2 twin boys did not look like they were trouble. Or maybe they were too much to handle, and the 7 people living in the house were like, we don't want them no more, let's get rid of them. And so if you look at the mom that was looking after the twins, she does not look that bright. Her son doesn't look that bright either. So they just decided to come up with this plan to get rid of them. Because either Darian was really slow and dumb, because why would you just dump the body out in this middle of the street? You didn't even try to hide it. You just dumped it out. You kidnapped him, stabbed him, dropped off his body in the middle of the street, and go back to get the second one. I don't know. It's very suspicious. Either he was very drugged up and he does not know what he was doing, and he was just mad and went to do something. But that's the last thing that comes into anybody's head whenever you're like drugged up or on something, to go kill. What are your opinions? I wonder how the dad feels right right now after finding out that one of your twin boys is dead. I bet he doesn't even care, honestly. I feel like because why would you leave your 2 kids with this strange woman in that horrible house? If you look at their little tiny bed that they were both sleeping in, I don't know. I just feel really bad, disgusted with this whole case. And I hope they really, if I could call the cops right now, I'm gonna like investigate the mom, which I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they're investigating everybody in the house. Hopefully they're getting all their phone records and really digging and finding out why and who did this. Because I'm pretty sure it was not Darian by himself. I feel like other people were involved, and it's just really, really sad. So what are your thoughts, comments? Leave them on the comment section, subscribe, and I will do an update video as soon as more details come out about this case.